What's up, YouTube? This is Josh right here, back at it again. Hope everybody's having a great New Year's Eve. As you can see, we got a new Cardinals hat. It's pretty nice, fits pretty well. But today we're going to be doing an MLB predictions video. I said to myself before I did this, there's no way I'm going to do a predictions video because I'm going to have an angry war in my comment section saying, "Oh, you're crazy. Why would you think the Tigers are going to be in first? Oh, you're crazy, person. Why would you say the Yankees are going to be in last?" Guys, it's just my opinion. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I may be wrong. I may be right. I don't know how the 2020 season's going to go. But that's what we're going to do today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and if you enjoy the content. If you don't subscribe, like and subscribe the video, then you're going to have bad luck in 2020. And trust me, it's not good to have bad luck at the beginning of a new year. But for 2019, for me, it was kind of rough. Like, it was okay at the beginning of the year, and then it kind of got a little rough between, I think, February to May. It kind of got a little rough, but that was when I started my YouTube channel around May. And then around the later part of the year, it got better. It got better. And I'm glad that 2019, for me, ended on a good note. I mean, for those of you who didn't really have good 2019s, I apologize. I totally understand, but we are 2 minutes and 17 seconds into the video. I think we should probably get into it. Also, one more thing, I'm not going to do like the records for like the win-loss records for each team, because well, that's kind of crazy. I'm not that big when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then maybe later on we might react to this video like a year later when the playoffs for next year start to roll around. But anyway, let's hop into this. Starting off in the AL East, we're going to start off at the number 5 spot. We're going with the Baltimore Orioles. I don't think the Orioles are going to have that great of a 2020 season. They were really solid to begin the 2010 decade. They were really solid. They had Matt Wieters, Adam Jones, Manny Machado, J.J. Hardy. Like, they were a really good power hitting team to start off the year, but their pitching was always really weak. And then towards the later part of the decade, they started to lose all their players to like free agency and stuff, especially Manny Machado. That definitely hurt them a whole lot. Or players retired, or they were past their prime, or whatever. But the Orioles, I don't really think they're going to have that great of a 2020 season. Probably have another 100-loss record. Oriole fans, I'm sorry. But I mean, I still like the Orioles jerseys and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, the Orioles jerseys. Oh, I'm gonna always love the Orioles jerseys. They're especially their black jerseys. Oof, so amazing. We're getting off topic. But 5th place, I've got the Orioles. Not a whole lot to talk about there. Their only good players so far are Trey Mancini and John Means. He's a pretty solid pitcher. Of course, they're still in that rebuilding phase to try and tear down what they have, get for really good prospects. But nothing much to talk about the Orioles. They're at the number 5 spot in the AL East. Coming at the number 4 spot, we got the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the Blue Jays, I think the AL East is going to be a little similar to how it was last year. But I think the Blue Jays, they're going to get better later on towards the decade. But don't really think they're going to be as good as the 3 teams ahead of them. But they got a lot of rookies. Let's see, they got Vlad Guerrero Jr., Kevin Biggio, Bo Bichette. I'm sorry, Dante Bichette. That was his dad. What am I saying? Hello. Use your brain, Josh. Use your noggin. Use your noodle. Why am I stuttering so much? Sorry. But the Blue Jays are gonna. They also got Randall Grichuk, who's probably the most underrated player that they have there. Former Cardinal. He went off last year. He had 35 home runs. I think he led the Blue Jays in home runs last year. But the Blue Jays hitting wise are going to be really good. Pitching, they kind of need some help there. But hopefully, if they can fix the pitching a little bit, then the Blue Jays are definitely going to be playoff contenders later on down the road. But for right now, I think they're going to be another 4th place team. 3rd place team, going to be the Boston Red Sox. I'm sorry, I don't really see the Red Sox being a wild card team or a playoff team next year. They were really, really disappointing last year. Like, how can you go from winning, having a 100 win record and winning the World Series from having like an 80 win record, like 80 wins record, and you fail to make the playoffs? And then Chris Sale had the worst year of his career last year. Hopefully he'll bounce back. They're gonna look like they're gonna lose out on David Price. Looks like he might be on his way out the door soon, as well as Rick Porcello, who he was actually not that bad when he was in Boston. Neither was David Price. Like, David Price, he wasn't he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. Like, he was mediocre. Wow, someone in the comment section is gonna call me dumb for calling David Price mediocre. But 3rd place is the Red Sox. Like, they're still gonna do great offensively. Looks like Mookie Betts might be on his way out soon. I don't think the Red Sox are gonna be as good in 2020. I think they're still gonna be a 3rd place team. 2nd place team is the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays had a breakout season last year. They were phenomenal, even though they were stumped by the Astros in the division series. They were still phenomenal. They are going to be a lot better. Their pitching is phenomenal. Charlie Morton, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, and then their hitting. Even though they lose out on Tommy Pham, they still got Kevin Kiermaier, who's a pretty good center fielder. They get Hunter Renfroe, who's a pretty good hitter. Not a lot of people care much for Hunter Renfroe, but I think he's not that bad of a player. Let's see, who else is out there? Austin Meadows. Let's see. Willie Adames, he's pretty good. G-Man Choi, my boy. But I think what the Rays should go after is maybe a catcher. They should probably go for another catcher because they lose out on Travis d'Arnaud, and Mike Zunino had the worst year of his career. And that's really sad, too, because I like Mike Zunino. He's a pretty good catcher. We are 9 minutes in, and we are still in the AL East. 1st place, but yeah, Rays in 2nd place, they're going to be a wild card team again. And then 1st place is the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees, whether you love them or you hate them, they're still they're gonna be a really good team in the AL East. Or they're gonna be really good next year. They got Garrett Cole now. Now that pitching rotation is stacked. Garrett Cole, Severino, Tanaka. Those are really good top 3 guys. Their bullpen, phenomenal. Like, their bullpen, it's Hitting wise, they lose out on Gregorius, who went to the Phillies, but they still got Andujar. They got Judge. They still got Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres. He had a really good year last year. Luke Voigt, Greg Bird, Gary Sanchez, and the Yankees. They're gonna win the AL East again. If they don't win the World Series next year, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I was kind of disappointed not to see him go last year. I expected him to go, but nope. Astros were like, sorry, sweetheart. You gotta go back where you come from. It's like, nope, sorry. Adios, Palanta. But yeah, Yankees are gonna win the division. They're gonna be a lot better next year. I'm gonna move on before I'm gonna have depressed Mets fans, and the Mets fans start to get depressed again. Red Sox fans too. Moving on, AL Central, 5th place, Detroit Tigers. Not a whole lot to say there. They picked up Jonathan Scope and C.J. Cron not too long ago from the Twins. That's a pretty nice move. I mean, it's not gonna do them like a lot better. Like the Tigers, like they're still gonna be not that great, but it helps them out a little bit with offense. 4th place, Kansas City Royals. Not a whole lot to talk about there. I think they're still going to be the same Royals team. They hired Mike Matheny as their manager. Royals fans, I feel so sorry for you. You're Mike Matheny. He wasn't a very good manager with us. I know what you're thinking, Josh. Mike Matheny, he got you to a World Series in 2013. Yeah, but after that World Series, we lost that World Series, and he decided to get rid of our third baseman, who just recently retired. David Freese, you don't have to suffer anymore. He's gone now. He's gone now. But Royals fans, I feel sorry for you. Not looking good. But hitting wise, you guys are gonna be a lot better. Hopefully, Mondesi, Whit Merrifield, Jorge Soler, he went off last year. Hunter Dozier, he's still pretty good. Not a lot to talk about there. Royals fans, good luck next year. I feel sorry for you guys now that you have Mike Matheny as your manager. Moving on before I have flashbacks. 3rd place, Chicago White Sox. Okay, the White Sox, they made a bunch of crazy moves this offseason. Yasmani Grandal, Nomar Mazara. They picked up Dallas Keuchel. They signed him to a 3-year deal. And they had Edwin Encarnacion to a cheap 1-year deal. And their farm system, the White Sox have like one of the best minor league systems in the major leagues besides the Padres. And that young talent is phenomenal. Lucas Giolito, Tim Anderson, Yohan Moncada, Eloy Jimenez, what's his name? Larry Garcia, is that his name? Larry Garcia. Let's see, I think they have Michael Kopech. Maybe that's somebody else who has Kopech. I think that's the White Sox. I might look it up when this video is done, and then I'll let you guys know in the description if that's correct or not. But White Sox are going to be 3rd. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. Not yet. Next year in 2021, maybe. 2020, probably not. Sorry, White Sox fans. But yeah, enough. If they're probably going to be, I know I wasn't going to talk about records, but they're probably going to be like an 81 team maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but White Sox, I feel like they're going to be a 3rd place team. 2nd place, Cleveland Indians. I might actually switch this. I might see if the White Sox might be 2nd and the Indians might be 3rd. This was kind of tough for me. Indians might lose out on Lindor, and that's going to hurt them a lot. They just lost Corey Kluber. You know what? I changed my mind. Hang on a second. I changed my mind. Indians are a third-place team. Indians in third, and then the White Sox in second. I had this last year in a predictions video on an old channel. I said the White Sox were going to be second. You know what? I'm going to say it again. White Sox will be second. Indians will be third. Indians third. Boom. And then first place, the Twins. Oh boy, remember when the Twins used to be a really bad power hitting team? Like, they were not really good when it came to hitting for power. But last year, whoo, boy. Oh boy, Nelson Cruz showing us he ain't done yet. Mitch Garver, Max Kepler, Jorge Polanco, Eddie Rosario, Miguel Sano. All had phenomenal seasons last year. And then what happened for the fourth time in the last, since 2003, they get swept by the Yankees for the fifth time since 2003. The Twins got swept by the Yankees. 2003, 2004, 2009.
I think I'm going to get ready for bed, buddies.
Okay.
Love you. Doing studying?
No, I'm just doing a video. Hang on. 2010 and 2019. But yeah, Twins are going to be first for sure. But moving on. This video is getting way too long. AL West. Fifth place is going to be the Mariners. Don't really expect them. Not a whole lot out of them. I think they're going to be the same team, fifth place team. Fourth place, Texas Rangers. But they might be a little better. I mean, they got Corey Kluber to help out their pitching. Might lose out on Joey Gallo sometime. Hopefully they bring him back next year. They probably will, most likely. Not a whole lot to talk about with the Rangers. I think they're going to be fourth place team. Third place, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Now, I think the Angels, they're definitely going to improve. Now that they're hitting their bats is phenomenal. Mike Trout. They lose out on Calhoun, though. Anyway, I'm sorry. Ignore my crazy grandparents. I'm sorry for calling them crazy, Mom. Anyway, they got Trout. They've got La Stella. They've got Anthony Rendon now at third. They got Simmons. They've got Upton. They've got Pujols. I know that he's now going to be like 40. But they've got the hitting's phenomenal, and they got a new manager, Joe Madden, who actually used to be a former Angels coach. Pretty interesting. But I think Angels are going to be third. Second place is going to be the Astros. If you watch a lot of if you see a lot of early predictions videos, you'll notice that the Astros are second. I know because they were accused of stealing signs. Might get some suspensions. Excuse me. Or have a big punishment for them. I don't really know what they're gonna do yet. MLB hasn't said what they're gonna do with the Astros stealing signs. I mean, bang on a trash can. That's how you win a World Series. Just bang on a trash can when a fastball comes. Fastball, hit the ball. Sorry. And then first place is going to be the A's. I think they're going to be good. Oh, yeah, Astros lose out on Garrett Cole. That's going to hurt them a little bit. But anyway, Oakland A's, they're going to be in first place in the AL West. That team is stacked. Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien. No, they don't have profile anymore. Matt Olson, so a little underrated in my opinion. Steven Piscotty, Chris Davis. I'm trying to think who else is on that team. Mark Lorano. Who's their catcher? Josh Fegley. I know Nick Hundley was there for a little bit, and then pitching. They got Mike Fiers to help them out a little bit, and then Mike Fiers. Who else is pitching on the A's? Starting pitchers on the A's. Oh my goodness, I am blanking out. But the bullpen's really good. Ismael Petit, Lance Hendricks, Blake Trinan. A's are going to be in first place in the AL West. Okay, one more time with Astros. Fastball's coming. What do you do? Bang on a trash can to let them know that a fastball's coming. Bang. This isn't really a trash can. This is a seat that I'm sitting on. Fastball's coming. Boom. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, now moving on to the National League. This is taking way too long. Fifth place is going to be the Marlins. They acquired Jonathan VR and Jesus Aguilar to help him out with the hitting. A lot of people say that the Marlins lineup is really bad. I think it's not terrible, but it's not great. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. They got Starlin Castro. They got VR in there. They got Aguilar. They've got Miguel Rojas, Garrett Cooper, Lewis Brinson. He's not. Well, all right, never mind. Not Lewis Brinson. Jorge Alfaro. And then a lot of people say that their pitching's really good. Nah, it's not good. It's not great. Not a lot to talk about with the Marlins. I think they're going to be in fifth. Hopefully VR and Aguilar, they have nice little seasons with Miami. Good luck to them. Fourth place. Oh, boy. What do I put for fourth place? The National League was kind of hard. Like, the NL West was kind of obvious, but NL Central and the NL East were kind of hard. Oh, boy. What do I put for fourth place? Oh, boy. Let's see. Who finished fourth place last year? The Phillies? The Phillies? Why don't we have a fourth place Phillies part 2? The sequel. Fourth place Phillies. I don't know but the Phillies, fourth place Phillies. Why not? Zach Wheeler, they're gonna have. I don't know what they're gonna get out of Zach Wheeler. Whether they're gonna get the hurt Zach Wheeler, or he's not that great. He struggles, or he does okay. And then, I mean, the Phillies, we knew they weren't going to get Mad Bum or Garrett Cole, so this was pretty much the only way to go with Zach Wheeler. And then they got Gregorius to help him out in the infield. And that one Franco guy, their third baseman, went to the Royals, so that's going to help him out a little bit. Harper, oh boy, overrated. Harper's overrated. Yep. You heard it here, folks. Harper's overrated. Yep. Real Muto, he was kind of cold last year. Reese Hoskins was pretty good. But the hitting's ready to go. Pitching wise, they need to work on the pitching a little bit. Aaron Nola didn't really have a great season. Ariadic struggled last year. Quite a bit of their pitchers struggled. Fourth place Phillies, the sequel. Why not? Third place. This was actually kind of tough. Third place, I'm gonna go with the Nationals. Is that okay? The Nationals. I kind of wanted to wait to do my predictions. For when more free agents were getting signed, but turns out this offseason actually went by really fast. Unlike the last 2 seasons where it took forever for people to get signed. But third place, I'm going to go with the Nationals. I think it's because the third base slot is is going to hurt them a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, they're still going to be a great team. Pitching's there. Scherzer, Strasburg, they re-signed Strasburg. Anibal Sanchez, Patrick Corbin, Joe Ross, hitting Matt Adams, Howie Kendrick. He had a really good postseason last year. Juan Soto, Trey Turner. Let's see, who's there? Who's their right fielder? Who took over for right field after Bryce Harper left? Victor Robles. I don't know why I mentioned Victor Robles, but Juan Soto, that kid's a beast. Trey Turner's amazing. Oh, never mind. Like the Nationals, they're still gonna be good, but not as good because they missed out on Rendon. I think that third base spot's gonna hurt them a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna put the Nationals in third for now. Second place is gonna be the Mets. I choose the Mets at third, or not third, second. Excuse me. Like their pitching is still good. Like it's not compared to the Nationals. Like compared to the Nationals, Nationals have really good pitching compared to the Mets. But the Mets still have DeGrom. They still have Syndergaard, Steve Matz. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Steven Matz sometimes. They still got Marcus Stroman, and then who else? Who's gonna be the number 5 guy? Oh, Michael Wacha. I forgot Michael Wacha went to the Mets. For Michael Wacha, good luck with Michael Wacha. Of course, Mets have a new manager, Carlos Beltran. And they're getting a new owner soon. Haha. See, this offseason is just getting a lot better for the Mets. After having a really horrible manager, Mickey Callaway, and having really horrible owners who don't like to spend money. I mean, you're a New York team. Spend money. Be like the Yankees. Spend money. You know what? We should tell the New York Giants this. That's their problem. They don't spend money. And when they do spend money, they don't get the right guys. I think a New York Giants fan would do a lot better of a job explaining this than I would. But Mets are going to be second. The Bats, Alonso, he's going to help out a lot. Jeff McNeil, they're probably their top 2 hitters. But they got Wilson Ramos, Conforto, the Todd Father, Edmund Rosario, J.D. Davis. That kid's amazing. I love that J.D. Davis guy. But yeah, I think, and then they also bring in Dylan Betances to help out the bullpen. The bullpen still needs some work. I know Edwin Diaz, he did not have a good year last year. Luis Avalon did not have a good year last year. Justin Wilson, he was okay, but the bullpen was, for the Mets, was horrible. It wasn't really great. But hopefully they bring in Betances to help him out. Don't know what you're going to get out of him. So yeah, Mets at second place. Are they going to be a wild card team? Stay at the end of the video to find out. First place is going to be the Braves. I'm sorry, but the Braves, it's obvious who's going to take the first place spot. The Braves are going to be juggernauts in 2020. The outfield is phenomenal. Acuna, Inciarte, and Markakis. They lose out on who knows? I don't know what they're gonna do with Donaldson yet. Freeman, Albies, Swanson. They bring in Travis d'Arnaud to help out their catching problem. They bring in Cole Hamels for like a year, and then I think they bring in Will Smith as their closer. This Braves team is going to be really, really good in 2020. Probably, and they're going to be really good. Braves fans, good luck this year. And then, all right, moving on to the NL Central. This was really, really difficult to figure out to do. Like the fifth and first place was kind of easy, but second through fourth was kind of tricky. Fifth place, I went with the Pirates. I picked the Pirates for fifth. Not a whole lot out of the Pirates. Oh, and also Marlon Spreen and Corey Dickerson helped out the outfield. Forgot about that. Fifth place, I picked the Pirates. Not a whole lot to talk about there. Fourth place is going to be the Brewers. Okay, Brewers fans, don't get mad at me. You're I picked the Brewers in fourth because, well, they lose out on Grandal, and then they lose out on Moustakis. So, and then their pitching is the pitching for the Brewers is not really good. It's not good. They need help with the pitching. Oh, the Brewers got new jerseys though. The jerseys though are fire. I love the new jerseys, Brewers. I love the new look. But I don't think the Brewers are going to be as good as they were last year and the year before. But they still got Old Yeller. Old Yeller's going to be phenomenal. Lorenzo Cain, Ryan Braun. I know Ryan Braun's like an old dog, but he still plays the outfield good, I guess. Why did I nervously gulp? I don't know. But the Brewers are going to be fourth. Not a whole lot of them. Like they're still gonna be okay, just not as good. Third place, I picked the Cubs. I think the Cubs are gonna be a little worse. I'm sorry, the Cubs. It's like Joe Madden. He absolutely gave up during his last 2 weeks managing the Cubs. Like he absolutely just gave up. He gave up. He was like, screw it. He's like Eric Cartman, like, screw you guys. I'm giving him. Yeah, that's what Joe Madden said when he left the Cubs. He goes, screw you guys, I'm going home. But the Cubs are going to be third. Let's see. Chris Bryant might be on his way out soon. Kyle Schwarber. I'm sorry, I don't like Kyle Schwarber. They got a new manager, David Ross. I'm not real sure about how David Ross is going to do with the Cubs. I mean, he's been around the league before, not just the Cubs. He's played on several other different teams before, like mostly with the Reds and the Dodgers and the Red Sox. I think he won't be good. Like I think he might be an okay manager. We'll see how he does in his first year. Pitching, they got Lester. They've got, let's see, Quintana. I like Quintana a lot. I think he's a free agent coming up. Pretty soon he might be a free agent. Kyle Hendricks, Yu Darvish. And then they've got, let's see, Castellanos. He might be on his way out soon. By the way, who do you think's a better free agent, Nicholas Castellanos or Marcell Ozuna? I'll get into Ozuna soon when we get to the Cardinals. They've got Baez still. Aston Russell, they released him. They released the wife beater. Breaking news, the wife beater, Addison Russell, has been released. Watch out. Not a lot there to talk about the Cubs. I think they're going to be a third place team. Cubs fans, I know you're going to get mad at me. I'm going to get a lot of angry Cubs fans when I get back to school next week. Moving on. Second place, Cincinnati Reds. Now, this is actually a interesting spot to put the Reds. I think the Reds, they're going to be a lot better. They're going to be a lot better. That lineup is stacked. Let's see, they've got Aquino, the Punisher. They've got Winker. They've got Nick Senzel. I know not a lot of people are fans of Nick Senzel. I kind of like Nick Senzel. They added Moose. Freddie Galvis, he might be on his way out soon. They put him at the shortstop position after. I think after they released Scooter Gennett. Joey Votto, the Canadian. Let's see, Tucker Barnhart, their pitching, led by Sonny Gray, had a phenomenal year last year. He had a bounce-back season last year. I don't know why he was hated on the Yankees so much. Luis Castillo, the bullpens. I think the bullpen for the Reds is their weak spot. But I think the Reds, they're going to be a lot better next year. And oh yeah, they also added that some hitter from Japan. He's gonna be pretty good. Not a lot to talk about there. The Reds, I think they're gonna be second again. this was a really tough division. Out of all the divisions, the NL Central was kind of hard. But I'm very confident about how the NL Central is going to work. And then, of course, first place, ding, 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 St. Louis Cardinals. You're right. Now, even if we do lose out on Ozuna, we still get to keep Goldschmidt, and that's pretty good. I was watching a lot of MLB predictions a lot recently for the Cardinals, and there's this one guy who said we were going to go 162. I wish, but I think his records was a little bit crazy. I think we're going to be like 94, 95 wins. I don't think we're going to go 162. Sorry, buddy. I wish that was true, but no, we're not going to go 162. Let's see. Our pitching has kind of gotten better. We got this new left-handed pitcher from South Korea, I think. He's supposed to be good, but my problem, I don't have any problems with him. It's just that he's 31 years old. I know what you're thinking. What's wrong with his age? He's 31. I mean, when pitchers kind of get a little older, of course they're not as good as it. Like, I'm not saying like when you get older, like if you're like 36, you're not going to be a good pitcher anymore. I mean, I'm not saying that's to be mean or anything, but we got this one pitcher from Korea. He's supposed to be good. Hopefully he doesn't age quickly, but Flaherty's going to do amazing. Re-signed Wainwright, Michaelis. Hopefully he had a horrible 2019. He was bad last year. Hopefully he bounces back from that. And then we've got Dakota Hudson, really good. Bullpen's going to do good. John Gant, Giovanni Gallegos, Carlos Martinez. Not sure what we're going to do with him. Maybe if we're going to put him back in the starting rotation, or if we're going to put him in the leave him in the bullpen. Probably you have him for like a setup or a closer, maybe. Let's see what else. Andrew Miller, Dominic Leone. I don't know if Dominic Leone's going to be back next year. I think he will. That was kind of dumb. Moving on. On hitting, Goldschmidt, Colton Wong, Paulie D. Third base, there's going to be a hole for us. I don't mind bringing back Matt Carpenter, but I think third base for us has always been a really big hole for us ever since David Freese left. Harrison Bader, my boy. Of course, Yachty, 9-time Gold Glove winner. Fowler, not sure what we're going to get out of him. Like, sometimes he'll have his good games, he'll have his bad games. Tyler O'Neill, the old Canadian. The dude is buff. And then, of course, a lot of our rookies are pretty good as well. I think we are going to be a first-place team. World Series, not sure. Probably not going to do a World Series because this video is getting way too long. I might do my playoff predictions in a completely different video. What's that noise? Oh, well. NL West. So we've got 5th place is the Giants. Don't expect a lot out of them. Brandon Crawford, not the same player. Brandon Belt, not the same player. Evan Longoria, okay, but I don't know. He's not the same player as he was with the Rays. Mad Bum, he's out the door now. He's going to Arizona, and they got the old manager from the Phillies. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? You Giants? Not a whole lot to say there. Again, Giants 5th place. Sorry, Giants fans. 4th place for me. I'm gonna go with the Padres. Now again, the minor league system for the Padres, just like the White Sox, like I said before, the Padres system is really good, and they're gonna be a lot better later on, towards like the later part of the 2020s maybe. Tatis, they've got Manny Machado. They brought in Jurickson Profar from the A's. Eric Hosmer. Austin Hedges is my boy. Will Myers, they bring in Tommy Pham. And Franmil Reyes, I don't think he's there anymore. Right field, I think Margit, is that his name? I think he's still there. Not 100% sure. Fourth place is going to be the Padres. And then their pitching. It's good. It's good. Let's see. Don't worry. We got three teams left to go. Third place is going to be the Rockies. Rockies were disappointing last year. Hopefully they can rebuild their pitching a little bit. Their offense is still there. Arenado, he might be on his way out soon. But they don't have LeMahieu anymore. He's on the Yankees. Trevor Story, still there, phenomenal. David Dahl, the Bronze. Charlie Blackmon, a lot of people like saying that about him. I don't know why. Hopefully they bring back Arenado. I don't know what they're going to do with Arenado yet. Arenado, come to St. Louis, please. We need a third baseman. We need a third baseman horribly. Like Tommy Edman, he's a good third baseman, but I don't know. I want a better third baseman than Tommy Edman. Sorry, but Rockies are going to be third. Second place, I got the Diamondbacks. They're going to be better in 2020. They bring in Mad Bum to help out their pitching rotation. He's going to do good in Arizona. Just imagine him going to the Dodgers. That'd be really weird. The Diamondbacks, they had a breakout season like last year, just like the Rays and the A's did. They could possibly be a wild card team. I might do my playoff predictions sort of differently. I'm not gonna do the playoffs yet because this video is getting way too long. Second place Dodgers, or not second place. First place is the Dodgers. Even if they lose out on Hyun Ryu, they're still gonna fix that hole, and they're still gonna be the same Dodgers whether we love them or we hate them. So that's going to do for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like. This was a really long video. Took about 42 minutes. Yikes. But hope you guys have a good, happy New Year's. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in 2020.